All views and opinions expressed in this podcast are personal and do not necessarily reflect those of any sponsors or affiliates. Any discussion of alleged events or crimes is opinion only and not verified fact. Content is for information and entertainment purposes only. Listener and viewer discretion is advised.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of the Billy J podcast. I am Billy.
I'm Joe.
Guys, good to have you back for another week, man. Hope you guys have been enjoying the content lately. Please like, subscribe to our YouTube, Instagram, and our Spotify at the Billy J podcast. Joseph, how are we this week, mate?
William, very well.
How's your weekend?
Good. Can't complain, bro.
That's good. Yeah, we've got a good one today, hey?
This one's... I like this guy.
I like this guy too.
He's special to us.
Means a lot. We do have a second part two of the Billy J journey. This guy is no stranger to the show. He's a very good friend. Could we consider him a brother? A lot's happened since he last came on. I'm not going to babble on too much, but without further ado, I'd like to welcome back to the podcast, Billy Dib. Welcome to the podcast, my bro.
Oh, man, it's so good to be back. I'm glad to be here in your presence, and I'm looking forward to an amazing podcast.
It's always a pleasure, my brother.
It is.
Billy the Kid Dib.
It's got a good ring to it.
Love you, bro.
I love you too.
And you know why you mean so much to us, and like our other guests that came on early as well. I'll give them a mention. But for you to come out and we had no traction, eh?
Back then.
We was still raw, still young, not much of a following. Our brand, no one knew our brand, who we were, what we were about. And for you to come out, Billy, man, that means the absolute world to us. And let's call it for what it is. You know, there was moments out of that episode that really projected us to where we are today.
Oh, man, it's my pleasure, bro. Honestly, I've always been about helping people, man. That's what I do, you know what I mean? I go out of my way to try to help people. You know, you guys were being consistent, man. So I had to add on. I had to come in and put my little piece in and help you guys grow as much as I can. That's what it's all about. I think it's, when you help people, God helps you, man. That's what it's all about.
Absolutely.
Bro, it meant the world to us, man. It's a testament to the person you are, bro. And we couldn't be any more grateful, bro. How's it been since that episode anyway, bro?
It's been very good, man. It's been good. Yeah, life's been good. Alhamdulillah, everything's flowing. There's a lot of traction and a lot of exciting things happening. I've got some exciting people in my life, and just, my son's flourishing. My wife's doing well. We're all good, man. Alhamdulillah.
Thank God, brother.
Yeah, thank God, man.
Which brings us to the main reason why we're here today. You talk about giving back. I don't think there's anything we can do to fully show you how much we appreciate you, but something we can do is support you when you're doing your thing. And the Billy Joe podcast and Mic'd Up.
Mic'd Up, baby.
Where Billy's got a charity fight happening.
Yeah, try it.
And that's what we want to talk about today. And we're excited to say that we're going to be there.
We're grateful.
Yeah.
We're going to be part of the night.
Absolutely. So we're going to have our own table there. But in addition to that, we're getting, was it 8?
Yeah.
8 tickets?
8 tickets, that's correct.
So Billy and I are purchasing 8 tickets. So we're going to have, you know what, 10.
Okay, 10.
10.
No problem.
Right, let's round it off to a nice, easy number.
No worries.
Yeah?
10 it is.
10 double, well, it's going to be 5 double tickets.
Okay, there you go.
Right, so 10 tickets all up. And so there'll be 5 lucky viewers, supporters, followers, whatever you want to call yourselves, family. We're going to randomly do it. I'm not sure. We're just running it off the cuff now.
Yeah.
But we'll randomly pick 5 lucky winners to be able to see Billy Dib back in the ring. But not only that, there's an amazing, is it called undercard?
Yeah, man, look, there's a stacked show. Obviously the guys from Wanderers put on amazing promotions. Ricky Colosimo, who's a good friend of mine, and his team, they promote some really good boxing matches in Australia. This is another explosive night. And obviously adding myself and Paul Fleming onto the show as a world-class exhibition bout, is just going to add on. And, Paul and I have been friends for many, many years. We've had our run together. We train alongside each other. We did some great things together in the professional game. He was one of my main partners in the gym. You know, I mean, I wouldn't say sparring partner because I don't want to disrespect him like that. He was one of the guys who helped catapult me to that world championship status. You know, I mean, his help in the gym, you know, the help from all the boys in the gym was incredible. But this kid here was on another level in regards to talent. And I can openly say this, and I know that he will not get upset. Paul is a definite underachiever, you know what I mean? He could have been anything. This kid had the world at his feet. He could have been world champion, no doubt about it. He had the most incredible style. He was a southpaw. He was quick. He had elusiveness. He was agile. He could do it all, man. And he dropped the ball, you know what I mean? And he still had a fantastic career. And I spoke to him the other day. I said, listen, Paul, I have a really great idea. I said, I want you to use this opportunity against me, this exhibition, to get into shape, to get you back in contention. And it's my goal after this exhibition to guide Paul Fleming to a world championship. I'm going to see what I can do with the connections that I have to guide this young man. He's not a young man anymore. He's like in his, I think he's like 38 now, but he's still fresh. And I believe that, you know, guided properly, I might be able to get this kid an opportunity. I believe that, man. And I think, like, I've told him, I said, listen, use the platform of getting ready for this fight to stay in shape so that we can try to chase another fight. And then maybe if we can get the ball rolling, something can happen for him. But yeah, to all the fans out there who have been asking me about this, because everyone's like, oh man, are you fighting? I'm like, listen, it's not what you think. It's an exhibition bout. You know what I mean? There's a lot of respect between me and Paul. He's like a brother. You know what I mean? We've had a lot of good times together. There was a little bit of a time where we had a bit of a tiff and we had a bit of a fallout, but it didn't last long. You know what I mean? But Paul's an amazing individual, and we're going to go out there and we're going to put on a show for charity. You know what I mean? We're going to do this to give back. So we're working alongside a charity called Legends who looks after disadvantaged kids who basically can't afford to buy gear for training. You know, so if you've got a young kid who loves to play rugby league but can't afford to have football boots, we'll get them for them. You know, then you like young kids who want to go to the gym and do boxing, but they can't afford a mouth guard or a headgear, we'll get that for them. So that's why I'm helping this charity that's why I'm doing this charity boxing match, is to try to help these young kids who are, you know, struggling to buy gear and that. That's my give back. You know what I mean? Like, as I said to you guys before, there's a reason why I'm here today, why I'm still alive. And I believe that God spared me to help people, and I'm going to continue to do that, man.
Some people help in a million other ways. Billy Dib puts his body on the line.
Yeah.
Why Billy?
Honestly,
I get you said, we all know what you've been through.
Yeah.
And but man, like, you're training for this. You're not taking this lightly.
No, I'm training every day. I'm putting in. I'm actually taking this extremely serious. And like, believe me, in 6 weeks' time when this arrives, you're going to see Billy Dib in great shape. Like, I'm not taking this lightly, but there's some other reasons why I'm doing this. There's some really good, exciting things happening in my life, and I've connected with Ant Middleton, who is an amazing individual, a beautiful human being who I've been working closely with. I did some stage appearances with him. We did one in Sydney. We did another one in the Gold Coast. We shared the stage together. And in November, from November 17th till November the 28th, I'm going to be traveling to the UK to join Ant Middleton on the Trilogy Tour. Basically talking about my life, overcoming cancer, you know, setting goals, you know, being at rock bottom and coming through that. And then Ant Middleton has told me that he's going to put me on the SAS show. So for me, this is an opportunity to get back in shape, take it seriously, and really, you know, once this exhibition ends, I'm going to try to stay in shape, stay in the gym, keep working, so that when I do get my opportunity to go on the show, I'm going to be in like ample shape. You know what I mean? I want to be able to really give it the best effort. You know what I mean? I'm not going to be ripping that tag off.
You're not going half-hearted, bro.
Listen, I've never been half-hearted with anything that I've done in my life. I've always been balls to the wall, and this is no different. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, Me and Paul are going to get in there. We're going to have a lot of fun. And then after that, I'm going to move on to other things. Like, you know what I mean? There's so many things in my life. And listen, this might not be the last exhibition, but here's the thing, right, is that I feel like this is an opportunity for me to show the Australian public what I've been up to too, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, I had my farewell fight in Germany. It's just this is not a fight, but this is like a showcase. You know, old friends get to come and watch. It's a bit of fun, you know what I mean? I'm really looking forward to it, man. And the other thing is like, get to have my son there, my wife, you know, there's a lot of kids, you know, that I have been helping, especially this, you guys got to look up these young kids that I've been looking after. They're really good. I've got a young kid named Idris, another kid called Zayd, and a young girl by the name of Dior who's outstanding.
I've heard of her.
She's really good.
Bro, she's a freak.
Let me tell you,
Have you heard of her?
No.
Listen.
How she 10, 11?
Yeah, she's 10. She hasn't even turned 10, but listen, this girl's going to be champion, no doubt. She's an outstanding talent who I really believe in. I believe in her, Idris, and I believe in Zayd, and I believe that, you know, with our help, with the help of myself and the help of my trainer Hyder, who's been helping these young kids, I believe these 3 young kids are going to do extremely well. And then I've got 2 other kids who are, you know, doing really well. So one's 15, the other one's 16. 17, I should say. One's Jordan, one's Noah. Very, very talented kids. I'm building a stable of good champions.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're young, but I'm going to build them.
Are they fighting on the night?
I got
Fighting on the night?
these young kids that I'm looking after. These are the future for me. You know what I mean? These are my future, you know, talents that I'm going to be putting effort into, you know. But there's a lot of kids out there who are, you know, that want to do things. But these kids are special to me, and I really want to dedicate some time to them. And I have been dedicating time. That's where my time's been going. You know? I mean, I've got a lot of things going on, but it's very fun.
So this is you're training them, you're mentoring them.
Yes.
This will just add to the Billy the Kid Dib legacy.
That's all it is, man. I'm just adding on to the legacy. You know what I mean? Like I said to you, I've found a few kids who are very dedicated. You know, these 2 young kids that I have, Noah and Jordan, they drive 1 hour every single day to come train with me, and then 1 hour to drive back home.
Wow.
I'm not joking. And they go to school.
How many days?
They come 5 days a week. Oof. You know what I mean? Like, they're dedicated, bro. Their mum and dad are really supportive. They're right behind them. I'm right behind them. And you know what? My young kid Noah, he's off to the Australian titles. So he's a state champion and he's off to the Australian titles now. Yeah. So, you know, man, like I'm just trying to develop talent. You know what I mean? There's a lot of kids out there, like I said to you, who deserve to be given an opportunity. I can't give an opportunity to everybody, but I'm going to try my best to help whoever I can along the way.
That's the brand? Is your brand your coaching? Billy?
No. So no, I've just registered a name called Dib's Boxing Dynasty.
Beautiful.
Nice.
Yeah, Dynasty. So basically, you know what I mean, this is the dynasty of Billy Dib, you know what I mean? These are the future talents of Billy Dib, you know, who I'm going to nurture them alongside my trainer, Harry. Look, I'm more like the manager type of guy, you know what I mean? Even though I can talk to the young kids about, you know, movements that they got to make, you know, how to block out. You know, I've been in the ring. I can walk them through that sort of stuff. But Harry's the trainer. I'm more like the manager. I'm like the delegator. Yeah. But I still help.
You add that Billy Dib salt and pepper.
Look, I'll be honest with you. When we go to an event or anything like that, and I turn up, we get a lot of respect. You know what I mean? It's like you get a lot of love, and basically, you know, sometimes when you're in the corner, like I get in the ring, and I tell like a young kid, I said, listen, do you really want to win this fight? Because right now you're not showing me anything, you know what I mean? But if you want to win it, it's right there for the taking. I can take you to the water, but I can't make you drink it. You got to drink, man. If you're thirsty right now, go drink that water, because this is a winnable fight, and you're letting it fall apart right now. And sometimes just them words can, you know, motivate a young kid to
move mountains.
Billy Dib's talking to me.
You got to pick it up.
You know, man. Billy Dib's advising me. He's giving me direction. He's giving me feedback, advice. That will mean the world to anyone, Billy.
Man, on the way here just now, I got a phone call from a friend of mine named Tazzy Brown, and he had like 5 young kids with him in Melbourne, and he rang me to put me on the phone to them, you know what I mean? He's like, listen, can you give him some words of encouragement and that? So like, there's young kids out there that look up to me, man. It's a responsibility upon me to do my best to help where I can, you know what I mean? And like I said to you, I can't help everybody, but I can help where I can, you know what I mean? I'm going to try to help whoever I can, you know. That's what I'm all about. That's what I've been all about helping since I was a young man, bro. It's, you know what I mean? I've always tried to help people, you know? And like even my dad told me today, my dad said to me, listen, I need to tell you something. I said, what is it? And he goes, you're a very wealthy man. And I said, not really, Dad, but anyway, he said, no, you are. He goes, in the heart. He goes, you're a very rich man in the heart. He goes, because, and he goes, and God's going to give you because of the things that you do to help people. He goes, and I'll never forget what you've done. You know, like he mentioned something that I did once and he brings it up all the time. He gets all emotional about it, but I told him that that's an obligation upon me. You know what I mean? That's what I'm supposed to do. I'm supposed to help. But
talking about help,
yeah.
Just quickly before I go on to that, can I get the that poster up just one last time, Dan? So guys, the 25th of September at Bella Vista Hotel.
That's correct.
Right?
Is it Bella Live or Bella Vista Hotel?
No, it's Bella Vista Hotel.
Oh, so it's not in the warehouse. They got a warehouse.
No, it's Bella Vista Hotel.
So it's a pub there. Okay,
yeah.
Massive one, massive venue.
Yeah,
it's gonna be a great night.
Massive venue.
I think it kicks off at about 6:00.
Yeah, I would say about 6:30. I think it was open. Yeah, it's gonna be a great event, man.
So guys, please, if you are interested, flick us a DM. Either on Instagram or in the comment section or even in the comment section on YouTube. Put your interest in. And again, we don't know how, but we are going to be picking 5 lucky winners.
Work it up.
To win a double pass as well. 25th of September, Billy the Kid Dib versus Fleming, Bella Vista Hotel. Please put it in your calendar.
And also, guys, if anybody wants tickets to the event, you don't win the tickets and you want tickets, you can obviously DM Joey or Bill, or you can DM myself on my Instagram page, which is at Billy Dib, and I'm definitely going to respond back to you guys. So if you need tickets, you can hit me up and I can help with that as well. So there's plenty of tickets, you know, to go around, and we'd love to have you guys there.
We can't wait to be a part of it, my bro.
Absolutely.
It's actually, bro, we're very, like I said before, bro, we're very grateful to be in a position where we can actually return you the favor, bro, and just support you. It's such a great cause, brother.
Just a little.
Just a little bit.
Honestly, I listen. You know, you guys don't owe me anything, man.
Oh, bro, no,
you don't. You don't owe me anything. Listen, because I do what I do for the sake of God, not for people. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So I just want you to know. So you don't owe me nothing. I don't. When I do something for somebody, I don't expect anything back because God's gonna look after me. You know what I mean? That's how I am. I got a connection with God, and I don't want to put human in between that.
That's
you know
amazing.
What I mean? I don't like you know. I can't accept that. Oh, you know, because you did this, we're gonna buy this. No, I don't want that. No,
not want that, bro.
To show you the people Billy and I are, it's got nothing to do with buying. It's about, you know what you did for us meant the world. So, you know, we're going to do what we can now.
I appreciate that.
Because we're not the type to sit on our asses, right, and just...
So, yeah, we'll take.
We'll take. And we keep rising.
No, I appreciate
We've come a long way, Billy, from my showroom with those white walls. We've come a long way, man.
Yeah, I know, man.
We're not where we want to be.
And that's why I love you guys, because you guys are the meaning of my brand. Believe. Vision, consistency, success. You know what I mean? You guys have been
love that.
Super consistent, man. And
That's
then like the success is coming.
Yeah.
The success is definitely coming. You know what I mean? And you guys are now 21 episodes in, which is amazing.
26.
26
Sorry to correct you.
Yeah, that's amazing. Like people quit after 4 or 5 episodes. You know what I mean? You guys are consistent, man. This is what it's all about. Keep turning up. Keep interviewing good people. You know, people that have got a message. You know, you want people to give like hope. You know,
right.
Messages of hope. You know what I mean? Like people that are supportive and you know people that have attained their own success. How did you get there? What did you do? You know, that's what people want to hear about.
100%.
Man. What people want to hear about.
The story I wanted to mention. Now, this is a story that got told to me by someone. I haven't had the chance to talk about it in the green room with you.
Okay.
Because I was running late. I do apologize, guys.
No, you're right.
Thanks, Bill. I'm going to say one word, and if you get it, if I'm allowed to talk about this story, then give me the go-ahead. If you know what I'm talking about and you don't want me to mention it, then we'll just move on.
Okay.
Right, just to show people how raw and unedited we really are.
We're unscripted.
I got told a story about a kid and Lonsdale.
Yes.
Like, is this something we can talk about?
Talk about it for sure.
Okay. Billy, I got told this story, man.
Yeah.
And it absolutely, left me speechless. I don't think I can do the story justice, but since we've got Billy to say, he's happy to talk about it, can you tell us this story, Bill, and how it happened through your eyes?
Yeah, so basically the LMA, which is the Lebanese Muslim Association, they had a camp that they had organised for young kids to go away to, and it was a nice venue, and there was a lot of activities for these kids to do, and they invited me to come there to, try to inspire the kids, maybe some nice words, and I was supposed to be just going up there for the day. And when I got there, I saw a young man sitting down by himself. He was playing with some rocks, and nobody was talking to him, and I was a bit confused because where I was, there was like a flying fox and all these things happening, and the kids were having fun. But here's this kid, but sitting by himself and not interacting with anybody. So I asked a few questions. They said to me, he doesn't speak no English, and he's come from Syria, and so none of us are really got anything in common with him. So I went over to talk to him, and after talking to him for about 5 minutes, I worked out that this kid's come from war-torn Syria, and he's doing it tough. You know what I mean? He's basically been exiled from his country. He's come to Australia to try to find a better life, and he's having problems fitting in. So I called a meeting with all of the participants that were there at this camp, as well as the organisers, and basically I sat in the room and said, listen, I just want to let everyone know that I'm very, very disappointed. And everyone was shocked. Billy Dib's disappointed. What's he talking about? No one's done anything. I said, listen, you guys I'm appalled, and I wish I never came, And I said, I can't believe young Mahmoud's here from Syria, and no one's taken the opportunity to say hello to him, to see what he's up to see what's happened, what's going on in his life. I said, do you guys know that Mahmoud 1, 2, 3 was basically drinking out of the trough of a toilet and basically just trying to survive, and he's come from war-torn Syria, and I was telling them all these stories.
Hard on, man.
And then next thing you know, everybody gets up and starts hugging this kid. And I said, listen, I'm staying tonight, but I'm staying with Mahmoud, in the room with Mahmoud, and whoever wants to join can join, and we're going to be up all night talking about stories about what he went through and all this sort of stuff. Man, and this kid was just like, he was bombarded by love and support at that moment. And then the next day, because I slept there, I woke up the following day, he had the same clothes on. And I asked him, Mahmoud, I said, did you not bring any clothes? And he goes, this is all I have.
Wow.
This is all I have. Long story short, I spoke to him, said to him, listen, I want to take you somewhere. Can you ask permission of your parents? It all worked out. I contacted Lonsdale, Mr. Greenberg, Victor Greenberg, and his beautiful sons, Adam and Mark, who were looking after Lonsdale at that time. They told me to bring him to the factory, man. I went to the factory, bro, and let me tell you, man, they absolutely decked him out. They gave him massive bags of sports clothes and shoes and socks, and they told him to just go for gold, whatever he wants.
Wow.
And he filled up whatever he wanted, and the kid never, ever forgot it, man. And let me tell you, I didn't see that kid for a few years after that, maybe 4 or 5 years. And then one day I ran into this kid, and he goes, do you remember me? And I said, and to jog my memory, I meet a lot of people, and he goes to me, You really helped me. And I said, what do I do? And he goes, do you remember I'm Mahmoud, the kid that you took to get clothes? I was like, no way. Look at this kid, bro, speaking full English.
Wow.
Going to university, fully flourishing, doing extremely well, successful company. And
Goosebumps, bro.
But this kid, man, he went to another level. And then to top that off, I said to him, Mahmoud, I got these clothes and my brand and whatever. And he goes, nah, leave it to me. And he's a genius of marketing.
Yeah.
Through his marketing, we sold like fucking $80,000 worth of clothing.
Wow.
Yeah, man, this kid's a genius, bro. And you know what? Like, just he flourished, and he never forgot me. Yeah, I mean, and let me tell you, when I was sick with cancer, he went out of his way to ring me and check up on me and do whatever I needed. And he always tells me I'm indebted to you. I said, brother, you're not indebted to me at all. You do not owe me nothing. And he goes, no, I do. I said, no, you don't owe me anything because I did it for the sake of God. Don't take that away from me, please. He goes, yeah, but you changed my life. You helped me.
You're too humble, bro.
He goes, you made me feel like a special human being. Wallah, bro.
How old was he, Bill, when you said?
Bro, he was like, he's about 14 years old.
He was about. So you're telling me he was 14 years old, sitting by himself?
Yes.
Is that when you first found him?
That's when I first found him, bro.
Hard on, bro.
What a sweet kid, man. I'm telling you. And now he's this beautiful man. He's got so much going on in his life, but he's doing really well, man. I'm proud of him, man. Yeah,
What a story.
Brother, listen, that's one of my greatest moments of my life, being able to help that kid. Honestly, you know what? And like, I got to give the credit to, obviously, first and foremost to God for allowing it to happen, but the credit's got to go to the Greenberg family, Victor, Mark, and Adam for allowing me to bring him in and just deck him out with kits of clothes, man.
Wow, bro.
It was amazing. It was amazing. What a moment.
But again, those opportunities don't come, Billy, if it isn't for you. I'm going to come out and say it because obviously you're not, right? But like kudos to the Greenberg.
Yeah, the
Greenberg
Greenberg family. Yeah,
right?
yeah.
But Billy, that's you creating that opportunity as well because they've done that for you.
Yeah.
Because obviously you have that relationship with them and they have the love and respect for you.
That's right.
You've created the opportunity. You've changed his life. And when I got told that story, I was left speechless. You know, and there was a part that this person had told me as well, like the poor kid, when they go to him, go hell for leather.
Yep.
Go load up and get what you want. Apparently he walked up and would grab like one shirt.
Yeah.
Or one pair of shoes.
I don't be doing the
Yeah. Nah, he's been like extremely humble. I said, Mahmoud, this is a free reign for you to fill up whatever you want. Listen, I've been in a situation, okay, where I will not mention any names, but I was in a store with this guy and they mentioned you got free reign. You know what? That person went all out. They nearly took the whole store. I was so embarrassed.
Was he a person of status, I'm assuming?
A person of status,
Oh.
right? It was so embarrassing.
And you took him there?
Yes, and I was standing back and watching. I was gobsmacked. I was so embarrassed. But the person was like, "Man, next time don't bring this guy." You know?
There's a difference, bro. Like, fuck, you don't do that, man.
Nah. Listen, man. Look, at the end of the day, there's a time and a place for things. You know what I mean? And you should know your limitations. And I understand my limitations. I know how far you can go, you know what I mean? But, this kid, man, and he knows how much I love him because I speak to him all the time. You know, I ring him all the time now. We're very, very close, you know what I mean? He's an amazing human being and I'm just so glad that I can talk so nice about the guy, man. Well, he's such a human, man. He's 1 in a billion, and I'm telling you, man.
Mate, he'll never forget that. Obviously, he's not forgetting it now.
He never does, man. And he always reminds me of, he's like, I'm indebted to you. I said, no, you're not, man. You don't owe me nothing, you know?
Bro, I don't think you know the influence you have on people, Bill.
I honestly,
I'm telling you, bro, you don't realize, cuz. You don't realize.
I think I told you guys this last time on the podcast. I think, it's, the truth is, man, is that, boxing gave me something special, man. It gave me, and inspired me and allowed me to inspire people, you know what I mean? It gave me a platform to inspire and to be inspired, man. And that's such a beautiful thing, you know what I mean? And, good things are going to come from that. Slowly but surely,
Absolutely,
you know what I mean? Slowly but surely.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Good things are going to come from that, man. I believe that. And, man, listen, the fact that I'm still here, I turned 40 yesterday, by the way, guys. You know what I mean? So,
Good look, bro. Happy birthday.
Massive happy birthday.
Thank you guys so much. But honestly, the fact that I'm still here and I'm 40 years of age and I'm living is just a testament to, the mercy of God. You know what I mean? Like, bro, I was on the brink of death. And I'm here today to tell the story about
Amen.
it. That's unbelievable, man.
Amen.
To me, I'm the richest person in the world, man. I got a beautiful wife, a beautiful son, and I'm living, bro. I'm alive.
Can I ask something, Bill?
Yes, sir.
Was this probably this birthday and the birthday that just passed? Do you see him? Do you take him a bit different these days?
I do, man.
Look at him.
Listen, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I never even posted about my birthdays. I'm not a big I'm not trying to get any attention from anyone, but. People were wishing me a happy birthday and posting things up or whatever, and
yeah,
and I re-share it and that. But at the end of the day, man, it's for me, birthdays are something that come around once a year, but it's something to me. It's it's just another day. You know what I mean? It's just another day. People ask me today, "Oh, you're 40. How do you feel?" I say, honestly, I feel the same. And it's I don't know if I told you guys this last time on the podcast, but you know, it's strange, man, because I look at life so differently now. You know what I mean? And like, you know, the people that we looked up to, the people who we watched, and people who we I wouldn't say idolized, but people that we looked up to, like people like Jean-Claude Van Damme, Sylvester Stallone, Dolph Lundgren. Like, these guys are getting old, man, and like I see them now, and I'm like, I'm watching them on TV, and I'm like, man, they're getting old, so I'm getting old with them.
I get cut when I see him.
Yeah.
Do you get cut when you see him? Yeah.
Nah, it really it hurts me, man. Honestly, like, you know, when you look at, like, I was looking at a thing of Denzel Washington the other day, and Denzel's in his 70s now. Man, Denzel Washington, man, what an individual he is, man. Like, just the way he is, the type of individual that he is, you know, forget what you see in the movies. When you really look into Denzel's life, you see the kind of person that he is, man. He's a person of integrity. He's a person of faith, and I love that, man. You know, I'm look at, man, I say, you know what, man, look at Denzel, what a man, you know what I mean? Like, just to see them getting old and thinking, wow, they're getting old, but I'm getting old too, you know? It's like,
yeah, bro, it's crazy.
You know, it's,
Absolutely.
man, I tell you, like I said to you guys before, man, to me, time is a very, very valuable thing, man. And it's moving quick, bro, wallah. It's so quick, man. Like, before, like, we're in August, man. Before you know what the year's going to be in. Listen, time is moving by really quick.
Very.
And I just feel like, you know, Islam, as you guys know, I'm a Muslim, it says, you know, take advantage of your youth before you get old. You know, and do good things for people, and look after your faith, and worship as much as you can, because when you get older, it's harder to worship, man. It's harder to, you know, be able to get to the restroom. It's harder to do a lot of things, you know what I mean? Yeah. So we're youthful now, you know what I mean? So I'm trying to take advantage of my youth right now, and what I'm trying to do right now is do everything in my power to attain eternal heaven. That's my goal, Absolutely. Bro. Wallah, that's my goal.
That is the goal, bro.
That's my goal.
Can I ask you a personal question?
Yes, sir.
Billy, so I know for a fact the career that you had, you never drank alcohol, you never did any drugs, right? This was your temple.
Yes.
Right? You've always had Islam in your life.
Yes.
You come from a very religious family and a noble family, as we've mentioned in the last podcast. Was Islam very heavily part of your life while you were boxing before you got sick? Or
Islam's been a part of my life since I was a young boy, man. I'm telling you.
And you practiced it. And
I listen. My dad, he wasn't forceful, but he was like he wasn't a forceful person, but he made sure that, look, you guys have got to pray. You know what I mean?
He led the way.
Yeah, you got to pray. You got to. He led by example. He led by example. That's it. He led by example. You know, and so, you know, it was, for me, like, I remember getting to the age of like 17, I was praying, 18, 19, then I like turned like in my 20s, 20 or 21 and that, and I sort of fell off. And my mum asked me a question. She's like, how's your prayers going? And I was like, yeah, not very good. She goes, well, yeah, that's the reason why things aren't going too well right now. Maybe you need to find your connection with God again, you know what I mean? And from that time when I turned 23 and I went to Mecca, I never missed a beat ever since, man. I've never missed another beat of prayer or anything. I mean, like, I just devoted my life to it. And that was, you know, like, that was part of the reason why I came through the way that I did, man. And, you know, I never took drugs. I never drank alcohol. I never smoked cigarettes. And I tried to abstain from anything that was wrong, you know what I mean? Because I was always very fearful of dying in a state of wrong. You know what I mean? Because Islam teaches us that if you die in a state of wrong, you will be resurrected in that way. You know what I mean? So I was like, I'm never gonna face God while I'm doing wrong. That's not gonna be me. So I'm gonna try to live the life accordingly and stay away from drugs and drinking alcohol.
Did you go on that way? Did you have mates or a circle?
Man, let me tell you something. There was plenty of opportunity. I remember being from the age of like maybe say 22, you know, to about 26, where I was hanging out with people that smoked pot every day. You know, I was a passive pot smoker, I would say, for sure.
Probably, yeah.
I definitely was a passive, because I used to be in situations where I'd be at like friends' houses, they'd be smoking pot, and you know what I mean? Like, it was a weed house, you know what I mean? I was like, But like I wasn't there because I wanted to take part. I was just I'm just my mates, you know what I mean? And like I don't want to discriminate against. Everyone's got their own prerogative, you know what I mean? I'm not going to judge you on what you're doing, you know what I mean? You're my friend, but the line stops when you offer me that rubbish. You know what I mean? But none of my friends ever did that because they were like, man, you're a freaking, you're a world champion in the making. You're not doing none of that, bro. We ain't going to let you do any of that.
That's good friends.
That's a true meaning.
That's good friends. They're not telling you here, cuz have a joint.
Nah, never. Listen,
no, that's good.
My friends never ever did that, man. Never. And they were just, they basically, their vision was to see me become a world champion, man. So, and even my cousins who drank and smoked and whatever, they never pushed me to do any of that either. Like everyone was always like, nah, man, you're going to be champ, bro. You can't be doing none of this rubbish.
That's good.
That's amazing.
Yeah, so listen, it was my dream, but they believed in the dream.
Yeah.
They believed in it.
God they did, bro.
They believed in it and they believed that they had to steer me in a way that wasn't going to get me into trouble,
That's good, bro.
Yeah.
True supporters, man.
I had good people around. I had good people around, man. And obviously, I would say that, I didn't have a, is it okay to say that I had a little bit of a fear of my dad? I never wanted to, it wasn't the fear of getting smacked, just so you know. It was the fear of letting my dad down.
Yeah.
I never wanted to let my dad down. My dad was so important to me, and he's so important to me today that I want to do everything in my power to make him proud. But the proudest moments of my life, I wish we could put him up on the screen right now, is when my dad was like carrying me on his shoulders. I remember one time my dad had a really bad back, bro, like sore back, man, and he was bedridden, bro. And we got him to the fight, man, and it was a world title defense. And I remember winning, and he was like, pick him up, everyone, pick him up. And no one was listening. So he put me on his own shoulders, you know what I mean, with a bad back. I'm telling you, man.
Wow, man.
But that was the adrenaline that he had, And that's probably one photo that I'll cherish for the rest of my life, man. The way that my dad carried me on his shoulders was just absolutely incredible, man. And like, that's all I care about is like making my dad proud, you know what I mean? I never wanted to let him down. That's why I never smoked cigarettes. That's why I never drank alcohol. And that's why I never took, things from people who offered me things. I just used to think to myself, if I get caught out, could you imagine how much that would hurt my dad? Could you imagine what that would do to my dad's feelings? Man, I'm telling you, man, my biggest fear was not to get a smack from my dad. My biggest fear was to let him down. Because my dad didn't have to smack you. You know what my dad did to do? Just look at you and just be like, he'd just give you that look like, man, you let me down.
That's all. That's
it. And once a father, look at that, man. That's that's my dad, bro.
Show me, Joe?
Yeah,
I'll get Dan to throw it up.
Yeah.
When I let my dad down, I'm like, you know what, man? Shit, bro. Can't believe I did that to my dad, man.
Oh no, that's something, Bill. There's many youth. We got a demographic here of older listeners, younger listeners.
Yeah,
they're teens, people coming through life, people that do experience peer pressure, bro. You were lucky enough not to experience. Like you were. No.
Listen, there was peer pressure, man. There was. Of course, there was always peer pressure, but I made choices. And I'll tell you why, because I remember coming up through the game when I was younger, and people would say to me, oh, wait till he turns 17 and he can start going out and he can get a girlfriend and he can start drinking and all that. You wait and see what's going to happen to him. You know what happened? I proved them wrong. They said to me, oh, when he gets older, he'll do this and he'll do that. And I said, no, I won't.
So you heard all that chatter? You heard all
100%. They said to me, oh, wait till he gets his license. He'll stop going to training. I said, yeah, I'm going to find a way to get to training now that I got a license. You know what I mean? Bro, I was the first in the gym and the last to leave when I was coming up. That was my dream, man. I had a dream, bro, and nothing was going to stop me.
Bill, there's dreams, cuz there's people with dreams, but did you just know? The failure wasn't an option, eh?
No, I was destined, man. I was destined. I was absolutely destined. It was written in the stars for me, man. I'm telling you, I walked into that gym and never looked back from such a young age. I knew it was going to happen. It was just a matter of time, you know what I mean?
So
yeah.
That's your dad there.
That's my dad, man.
That's with your brother G.
On the left,
yeah, my brother Jihad right there, yeah, man.
Is he the principal or the politician?
Yeah, that's
both.
Both.
Yeah.
Smaller, you got that many brothers, but I'm trying to keep.
Yeah, my dad, man, that's like honestly.
Look at the look on his face.
I'll tell you something now, man. I reckon I could say this for him. Obviously, he's had a lot of proud moments. You know, when your children are born, that's a proud moment. You know what I mean? When your children succeed, it's a proud moment. But I would definitely say when I became world champion, man, the look on that man's face, bro, you'll never believe it. Like, I remember when they announced me, man, he was like, yeah, you know what I mean? Like, he's getting on the phone, ringing people overseas to tell them, my son's world champion, you know what I mean? I'm like, yeah, so my brothers are like, Dad, just calm down. It's like, nah, man, let him have his moment, you know what I mean? Like,
Mother, you just became world champion.
Imagine that. Your son became a world champion.
But let me clarify something.
Yeah.
So in the NBA, they classify the winner as world champions.
Yeah.
When really they've just played conferences in the States.
Yeah.
Right? Same thing with the baseball, world champions.
Well, they're just in their league, though.
It's just their league.
Yeah.
But that's what and then like in rugby league even, when we have the World Cup, world champions, okay, there's 16 countries or whatever.
Yep.
But really, there's only 4 countries really competing.
Yeah.
Exactly. You know what I mean? Australia, New Zealand, England, and maybe now you can say Samoa.
Samoa, Tonga.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When a boxer is crowned a world champion,
You're literally a world
you're
champion.
literally a world champion.
You're the only one.
When a boxer, a UFC fighter, anybody in a combat sport is classified as world champion, man, you're the best in the world. Like, I remember when I was champion of the world, the WBA champion, because there's 4 world titles at the time. The IBF champion was Billy Dib. The WBC champion was Ponce de Leon. The WBO champion was Mikey Garcia, and the WBA champion was Chris John. And I tried to unify the titles because I was trying to bring them together, but they didn't want. No one wanted to unify at that time.
Oh.
No one wanted to get together. But literally, you are the best in the world. You know what I mean? You crown champion. You know what I mean? It's honestly, it's one of the proudest moments in my life, bro. Honestly, wallah, man.
How does that feel, bro? Just knowing I am the world champion, bro. Fuck, bro, what a title!
That's massive.
But how do you?
And you know,
You
know what I love about it? When I actually lost my world title, Prince Nassim, he rang me,
Yeah.
and he said to me, Habibi, I just need to tell you something. Once a champion, always a champion.
Yeah, they can't take it away from
That's
you.
it.
bro.
Like I'm a former world champion for the remainder of my life. That's in the history books. No one could come in and say, nah, we're going to erase that.
Yeah.
It can't happen. It's just there forever. You know, listen, the other day we had a young kid named Sammy Goodman who challenged for the world title against Nick Ball. He lost.
You guys are all that good, man.
Yeah, he's not bad, man. He's done well. It was a very competitive fight, did extremely well, man. But listen, the only world champions in the history of boxing at featherweight are me, Jeff Fennick, and Johnny Falmashon. And for me to even be mentioned in the same sentence as them champions is unbelievable, man.
Oh, it is, bro.
What are your thoughts on Jeff Fennick?
Man, look, Jeff Fennick, man, he's done some amazing things as a fighter, you know what I mean? Like, multiple-time world champion, you know what I mean? Triple world champion, 3-time, world champion who, did some really great things in the sport of boxing. His career was short, but he made an impact, you know what I mean?
You growing up, were you looking at him?
I'll be honest with you, when I found boxing, one of the first videos that I ever saw was a cassette videotape called Fennick Fighter.
Wow.
Fennick Fighter. And I remember watching it and learning about boxing. I remember when I found out about boxing, the first thing that I did was go to the video store. It was Blockbuster, and they had a section of sports documentaries, and I hired 10 boxing videos. Because they used to have a deal back in the days where you could hire 10 videos.
For like 10 weeklies for $10.
Yeah, for like, so I borrowed them all.
The days.
Right? And I watched them all, and I learned about the fighters and that. But Fennick Fighter, Jeff Fennick, and then I read his book, Jeff Fennick's book, you know what I mean? And then I met him like literally maybe like a year later. And so, obviously Jeff Fennick, man, he's a legend of the sport of boxing in Australia for sure.
The Marrickville Mauler.
Yeah, man.
They're like, what? Marrickville Mauler. That's what
the Marrickville Mauler, that's what his name was.
Why?
Because he was from Marrickville. He was from Marrickville.
because he's from there.
Yeah, he was from Marrickville, and he was a mauler, you know what I mean? He used to maul you to death. He's like a bull terrier.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well,
It's like a dog on a bone. Literally.
Wow.
Yeah,
Maltese, mate.
With oh no, sorry, can't say it. But anyways, Dan, Get the couple of those news clips up. Now we'll talk about how much Billy Dib is loved,
Yeah,
right?
very.
Obviously, as you know, Dad and I were massive supporters of you and your career.
Appreciate them.
And I got to quickly tell this story. Billy, as you know, Billy the kid came. He came and visited Dad.
I remember.
And you just made it was like 2 days before he passed.
Yeah, I remember.
So that day, I think Billy came on a Wednesday night.
I remember he was still within his faculties.
Yeah.
I had a proper conversation with him, you know.
Full
It
conversation.
was amazing.
I remember.
And Dad didn't fall unconscious until the Thursday. Or you might have come on a Tuesday, fell unconscious on a Wednesday.
I remember. I think it was 2 days before.
And then he passed on a Thursday.
Yeah.
Right? Billy walked in and Dad knew you straight away.
Yeah, it was amazing.
He knew exactly who he was. And he's like, Billy,
Yeah.
Billy.
We had a conversation and all, man.
Yeah.
We talked boxing. We talked the fights.
Absolutely. And Dad walked in and when Billy walked in, and Dad's word, he looked at me, he goes, "Head the world champion."
Off the bat.
Yeah.
And it was like,
It was good, man.
yeah, man, what a surreal moment. So it wasn't until our relationship, like us three, like Billy coming on our potty, which let me tell you, randomly came through a text message via Instagram. There was no, and we later found out that we have mutual friends.
Yeah, that's right.
But we didn't reach out to these mutual friends. It was, hey, Billy, my name's Joe from the Billy Joe podcast. Would love to have you on. And it was like, bang, Billy within 5 minutes.
I spun out, bro, when you told us. I go, what the
Bro,
fuck?
I screenshotted it and go, bro, this bloke replied.
Yeah.
Like we were fanboying.
Bro.
Like, especially at how quickly you replied, Billy, and said yes.
Bro, listen, I always tell people, if you message me, if I don't see it right away, I'm going to see it, because I actually filter through all of the messages and I respond back to people. And, if people ask me things about cancer or whatever, I respond back to everybody, man. I never turn anybody down, because let me tell you something, man. You're just one message away from giving somebody an opportunity to flourish in their life. And if somebody can flourish because of me, then I'm happy, man. I'm telling you.
Well, it wasn't until our friendship grew, right, that we started really noticing the love that this man gets and the respect, right? Like, I bumped into someone and I rung you and told you, like, someone left field.
Yeah.
Billy Dib's name got mentioned and he's like, bro, what a gentleman, what a this, what a that. And it's like, I have not met anyone yet, and I don't think I'm ever going to meet anyone, unless it comes from being envious or jealous, that has said anything negative about you. Now, from our last episode, from our gorgeous setup,
Sexy white walls.
our nice white walls from the last podcast, we made a couple of news articles.
Yeah.
So there was this one, the iconic Aussie boxer reveals he's forgiven 50 Cent despite the rapper robbing him of 1.7 million. And then the other article, which was on Wide World of Sports, you let that bother you for years. Aussie boxer great Billy the Dib lifts the lid on $1.7 million feud with 50 Cent. Now, you should have seen the comments.
It's still going.
Not you, not because we were seeing them together. But you've probably read them. But even the inboxes will get in.
Bro, it's still going.
It's still popping.
It's still popping, you know that?
Yeah.
We're still getting alerts, cuz.
People still messaging,
Commenting,
saying,
sharing, bro. It's unbelievable.
this bloke, this scumbag,
Yeah.
surely's seen it.
For sure, bro.
He got tagged. So just to let people know,
I want to pull it up.
just to let people know, over across all our social media pages, that clip got just under 1 million views.
Wow.
Not much, eh?
And 50 Cent got tagged, I reckon, about 890,000 times.
That's right.
Surely someone would have said, hey, man, there's something popping off in Australia at the moment.
Yeah.
9,200 shares. Just shares.
Yeah, that's just someone sending it to someone else. That's just under 10K.
It's still popping.
Yeah. But the messages, pay the man his money. You know,
Do what's right.
Do what's right.
Yeah.
Billy doesn't deserve.
God
Billy,
is watching.
bro. The amount Muslims, Christians,
Fucking atheists. Everyone, bro. Everyone.
everyone came together, and whoever they worship, right, pay this man. They were fighting for you.
No, I saw him.
And I'm reading them, and I'm going, yes. And the next one would come in, and it's yes. How beautiful. You know what? It was humanity came together. It didn't matter what faith you were. They knew this man is a good man, and he deserves what's his. Pay him his money. That's when we really saw, Billy, the fucking love that you get, my brother.
Yeah.
And it's so deserved.
Honestly,
so
man,
deserved.
like I said to you, man, I don't expect nothing back off the guy. I made a decision to let that go a long time ago.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
absolutely.
For me, honestly, I just told you guys the story. You know what I mean? What people wrote in that was really nice, but it doesn't change anything for me. Even if he really gave the money now, it would not change anything. You know what I mean? It's that's long gone, man. It's in the past. It's so in the past now, and there's so much more to look forward to. And like I said to you, man, I've got some really great things happening in my life. And you know what? I'd hate to imagine the type of life that he's living is probably a shit life. You know what I mean? Good luck to him. You know, I wish him all the best. I have no ill feeling towards anybody. I'll let that go.
One question though.
Yeah.
Hey, did anybody from his party ever try contact you?
Many people, man.
After this?
After that?
No. Listen, there's a lot of people. Yeah, because actually Monique Myers, who used to be his like right hand woman, she's like I love this. Yes. You know what I mean? And like, bro, if I tell you, I got messages from lawyers in the US saying, listen, let's take this guy to court. You know, and I'm like, nah.
Oh, I got that.
Yeah.
You got that.
Yeah, I got a lot of them, man. I got a lot of them, man, saying, listen, we could take him to court. And I said, nah, we're not going down that path. You know, them days are gone. It's long gone.
Put it to bed.
Nah, it's gone, man. But listen, it was great to be able to be like vindicated. You know what I mean? Like people saw the truth.
Yeah.
I was able to reveal the truth, and you know, people some people I think there was a few people that were like, oh yeah, it's, you know, that's bullshit or whatever, but the majority of everyone
You're gonna get those haters.
Yeah, of course, man.
You're gonna get that.
I don't buy into any of that bullshit
yeah.
anyway, man. Like, listen, I don't, like I said to people, you know, a long time ago, man, I don't, you know, the negativity is not needed, you know what I mean? I'm not with the negativity anymore. You know, if I feel like anyone's negative, I just pull away right away, man. I just go left.
100, bro.
You know what I mean? Go left. Let them go right. I'm going left.
Yeah,
I'm out of here.
100%.
Yeah, negativity is no place in my life.
From that, so let's move on from that.
Yeah.
Right? What's happening today
Yes.
in Billy Dib's life?
Listen, man, the most exciting thing that's happening today is I've just released an amazing kids book. This book is a game changer. This is the book right here. Boys Can Cry, and Billy Dib does too. You know what I mean? It's about empowering young kids to know that it's okay to express your feelings. And it's not just a book for kids. This is a book for adults. This is a book for young teens. This is a book for young kids. It's a book for everyone, because let me tell you something. As a parent, when you and your wife conceive a child and that child comes into this world, that becomes an automatic responsibility upon you and your wife to do everything in your power to make sure that child gets everything that they need. You know what I mean? You got to nurture that child. You got to guide that child. You got to feed that child. You know what I mean? That's a responsibility upon you. You don't have to like that child. You don't have to like that child. You know what I mean? If that child's a delinquent, but let me tell you something. It's still your responsibility to look after that kid.
Absolutely.
Very true.
That God gave you that gift. And whether that kid is a good kid or a bad kid, you know what I mean? That's up to you. You know what I mean? You're supposed to feed them with the goodness. And this book is about empowering young kids to know that it's okay to express your feelings. And guess what? We're all going to have tough times. Whether you're an adult, whether you're a young kid, whether you're 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, everybody's got a little bit of a problem. And you got to be able to express yourself, you know what I mean? And the thing is that if a young kid comes to you and says to you, Dad, I've got a problem, okay, and he's crying to you, you tell him, stop crying like a little girl, cut that out. So that's not a healthy thing, you know what I mean? And let me tell you, if you're a parent, okay, and you know your child's done wrong in something, okay, and they're so scared to come to you to tell you, man, you're in trouble.
That's so dangerous.
You're in trouble. Let me tell you something. Because if your son or your daughter has done something that's detrimental to their life and they can't come to you, then you're in trouble. You've done something wrong. And listen, man, I'm a father. Now, I know, so I can speak about this. If my son ever came to me and said, Dad, I have a problem, that's my responsibility to fix it. That's my child. You know what I mean? Maybe he put himself in that problem, but it's my responsibility to protect that child. God gave me that responsibility. So this book, Boys Can Cry, and Billy Dib does too, is about empowering young kids to know that it's okay to express your feelings. It's okay to come and ask for help. It's okay to cry. You know what I mean? And it's the responsibility of your mum and dad to look after you. And this is the first of many, many books that's going to go down this road, because I'm appalled. I'm appalled when I hear about a young kid taking their own life. How can a young kid take their own life? How can a young kid understand or fathom the thought of, I'm going to hang myself, or I'm going to jump in front of a train, or I got to listen, when your kid gets to that point, and there's a lot of young kids out there that are getting to that point, there's a problem and it needs to be solved and it needs to be rectified. But if your young kid comes to you and he's crying, you say to him, stop crying like a little girl, that's a big problem, man.
Can I just elaborate on that point, Billy? What you just mentioned now does something inside of me. It eats me up inside.
Yeah.
Because we're the same age. I'm a year older than, I turned 41 in November. Right, so our generation, Billy's not far off. You're about, we've got 5 years on you.
I'm on the brink.
Same generation.
Borderline,
yeah. When we were 12, 13, 14, what did we know about harming ourselves? Right?
Nothing.
It was playing, bro. I used to play footy with an empty Coke bottle by myself on my knees.
Yeah.
In my bedroom.
Yeah.
That's the shit I was doing.
That's all you knew too. Like, you wouldn't think anything else.
And what kills me is we're starting to hear about these teenage suicides. And we can't even say teenage because they're happening at 11 and 12. They're not even teenagers yet. Society is failing our future.
100%.
What is society doing about it? What's the government doing about it?
Well, I'm doing something about it.
You are.
Now I'm doing something about it. And listen, I've actually had a meeting last week with the education minister, Mirat, and I'm going to be hitting. There's like 2019 schools, and I'm going to be trying my best to hit every school, man. This book is going to become a phenomenon. It's not about the money. It's about the message.
Absolutely.
This is a travesty if this book sits on the shelf. It's a travesty because this book, the message, Boys Can Cry, is about inspiring young kids to know that it's okay to express your feelings, man.
How much is the book, Billy?
Brother, this book's $25. It's not much. It's $25. It ain't much, man.
It's on for sale now. We can buy it.
It's for sale right now. All you got to do is go to billydib.com and you can purchase your own copy. But man, and like, you know, if people want to sign, they can have a sign. If you know, it's whatever. But this book's going to be a worldwide phenomenon, man. And the book is not just being written in English, just so people know. This book's been written in Arabic. It's going to be translated to Spanish. This book's going to be a multilingual book. It's got the support of Riyadh Season, the WBC. So this book is backed by some heavy hitters, man. Right? I got some heavy hitters behind this book, and I've just pressed the go button to print 5,000 copies in Arabic. Like this book's going to hit Lebanon, the Middle East. It's going to hit all over the world. I'm not leaving no stone unturned. I'm leaving no stone unturned because I want this book to impact people's lives. Like I said to you, God allowed me to survive cancer for a reason. I am here for a reason, and I'm going to do my best to help humanity where I can, man.
You're not backing down.
Listen, I want it, when I die, I want people to say, man, this guy made his mark. He made his mark. He made his mark in the boxing world. He's made his mark on humanity. You know what I mean? That's really, really what I want. I'm telling you. And let me tell you something. People know that there's not a lot of money in books, and you're not going to get rich from a book. But I don't care about that. It's about the message. It's about visiting schools, impacting the kids. And I want, you know what I mean? Like if a young kid, I spoke at this event a couple of weeks ago, man, right? And there was about, I would say, 90 to 120 people in there, right? Something like that. I got a message this morning from a guy that said to me, man, I was at your event the other day in Cronulla when you spoke. He goes, it was raining when the talk finished. He goes, but I had so much to ponder on, I walked home in the rain. He goes, I didn't care that I walked home in the rain. He goes, it took me 30 minutes to get home. I pondered upon what you were saying. He goes, mate, you've really impacted my life and I'm making a change because of you. And that meant so much to me, man. Like, wow. Like God's allowing me to impact people, man. Like that's the responsibility that God's given me. Help people. And I pray that God continues to give me good health so that I can help as many people that I can. Wallah.
That's a beautiful thing, bro. And like I said before, you're not backing down from it. You said this to us before, and I'm sure you said this to plenty of others, and you're actually following through, bro. A lot of people just say it and don't act, but bro, it's a testament to you, bro. It's a testament to what, like, the man you are, and bro, wherever we can do this to help support you.
Bill, I just want to say one thing, please. You know, I'm going to look directly into the camera. You know, to all of the listeners, you know, whether it's Spotify, whether it's YouTube, or whether it's on Instagram, please, I'm begging you, please, not for the money. There's not a lot of money in books, but go to www.billydib.com and order this book for your child. Please, I am begging you. This book will impact your child's life in a way that you'd have no idea. Please, I'm begging you to do that for me. That's what I'm asking from the listeners. And I pray that this book impacts you guys the way that it's impacted me. And I want it to change people's lives. So please go to www and buy this book. www.billydib.com and purchase this book, please.
I'm going to stare down the barrel of the camera here too. What'd you say they are? $25 a pop?
Yes.
On behalf of John and myself, we are going to purchase 10 books.
Yeah, legend, brother.
We are. We're not saying that. We'll get everything sorted. We are going to be purchasing 10 books. We are going to give them away to our. I don't like using the words followers, to our family, to our community.
If you have kids,
especially, we want to jump on the cause, bro. Like I said, bro, I'm not here to piss in your pocket, bro. Just because it's just a beautiful thing, man. And I feel like a lot of people, especially in the Lebanese culture. Look, listen, bro. I'll put my hand up too. I've had moments with my son. I'm not perfect. I'm not a perfect father, bro. And I'll say it straight out. We all have moments where we're tired, where we're short fused. Your son will come up to you or fall over. Oh, Dad, I scratched my knee. And say, oh, bro, just harden up, bro. You'll be all right. In hindsight, bro, that's not fucking right. You can't just tell them to man up, toughen up. At the end of the day, they're children, bro. And I feel like a lot of people can learn a lot from this, bro. And Bill, Mahav, John, myself, bro, please, we do want to contribute. And
I appreciate that, man. Thank you guys. Well, honestly, you know, this is my goal. My goal between now and the end of the year is 100,000 copies.
Inshallah.
100,000 copies. And I'm telling you, I'm not going to stop till I get there. This book's going to be a multiple time bestseller.
Yep.
And this is the first of many books that I'm going to write that's going to impact children's lives.
Yep.
I'm going to write a series of books that are going to help young kids because that's the future, man.
Absolutely.
That's the future. That's the future lies with our children.
We need to plant that seed now, bro.
Let me tell you something.
We need to do it now.
My seed's right there, man. I'm planting it right now.
Well done. Well done. So proud of you. So what you do, www.billydib.com to get your copy. In the comments section, the magic word is Billy Dib. Put Billy Dib in the comment section for your chance to get your hands on one of the 10 copies that we've got, so we can send that out to you. Billy, bro, we love everything you do, man.
I appreciate you.
We love everything you do, everything about you, man. God bless your mother and father.
Yeah, bro.
For the upbringing, the seed, just how they've built you and your family. It's a testament to them. And then, you know, you've added your Billy Dib salt and pepper on top. You know, on top of what they've created.
Thank you very much, man.
And this is the result we get sitting in front of us right now. Still giving still giving, and
Yeah, bro.
and you know what? I'm right behind you. Billy's right behind you, because when it comes to our future, this is massive for us.
Oh man, 100%. Listen, we've all got kids, and I'm telling you, man. Like I keep telling people, you know, there's not a lot of money in books, and people that write books know that, and people that are buying the book should know that as well. But for me, it's a travesty for this book to sit on the shelf and not get sold. This book is a book that must be read. It's a kid's rhyming book, man. But the message is clear. We got to be there for one another.
I can't wait to show my kids, bro.
We got to be there
I'm
for one
gonna
another.
definitely read it to my girls. Absolutely. Can you do me a favor, Billy,
Yes.
before we conclude tonight's episode? Please write. There's 2 topics I want you to cover in your next upcoming series of books.
Yes.
One of them, let's make a book about mum and dad, and one book about bullying.
100%, man. This book is about bullying.
Oh, it is.
It is. It's about bullying because let me tell you something. When you go back to the cover of that book, it says based on true stories at the true events. And it starts with Billy Dib getting bullied.
No way.
What?
Yes. Yeah, it starts with me getting bullied, man, because that's where it all started. I'm telling you, this is a book that's going to impact people's lives. I want kids to understand that, yes, I was bullied, I was pushed, I was kicked, I was spat on, I was all of the above. And I went on to become a world champion and a successful person. And if I can do it, you can do it. And you will do it.
I love it.
Love it, Billy.
You know why I said mum and dad?
Yeah, I know why.
I've told you the story.
Oh, no. Yeah.
But I went into the library
Yeah.
with my daughter. She wanted to get a book. She rips up this book. She goes, Dad, why is there dad and dad?
Yeah.
So they were trying to push that narrative
Yeah. No.
in a library, which I got under my skin.
Listen, man.
Badly.
At the end of the day, you know, a child can only be conceived through a woman and a father, a woman and a, you know what I'm saying, a woman and a man.
Yeah, absolutely.
Coming together. It can't happen any other way, you know what I mean? Obviously, they're using technology these days to do other things, but the truth is that if you were stuck out in a place with no technology and no other way, the only way that this can happen is through a male and a female connecting together and conceiving a child. That's the truth. That's it.
100%.
Take away everything else that you're seeing, all the hospitals and all the labs and all this thing. Take that away and put us on a flat land where there's nothing but men and women. The only way to conceive is for women and men to come together, and that's it.
We're not the ones that say that simple.
Absolutely.
It is that. Listen. Let me tell you something. It's that simple. That's how simple it is. You know what I mean? Listen. Take away all the if technology and everything was to disappear today, can't happen anymore.
Yeah, absolutely.
Can't happen.
And you know what pissed me off? We've started this thing like to gain traction on our TikTok account where we go live.
Yeah.
Right? Which I'm not going to do ever again. Yeah, tonight's the last night.
What happened?
We got suspended from going live.
Someone reported us.
No, well, it picks up on words.
Ah.
And because we were discussing teen suicide, right, and the word government would have been mentioned as well.
Oh.
Suspended.
What a coincidence.
And it's just sickening. It's sickening that you jump on TikTok, Billy, and all you see is Shaitan's work.
Yeah, man. Listen,
it's disgusting content. You can be half naked.
Yeah.
Yeah? Half naked.
And not get suspended.
Not get suspended, no problems. If you see the vulgar language when they're doing their battles screen against screen.
Yeah.
And they lose your mum this and your mum that, and I'm coming here and threats, live threats. Yeah?
That's very sad. Man.
No suspension. But the minute you talk positivity, the minute you talk change, the minute you talk real world issues, it's a problem.
Yeah, man. Listen, I'm all about changing that narrative, you know what I mean, and letting the world know about the truth. I'm all about that, man. So I'm going to continue to push the truth through my kids' books, and I hope that the people out there can make that effort to just jump online, purchase the book, or go into a store where they're selling the book and just buy it. But look, man, it's a message of hope. I mean, and I'm trying to give kids hope.
Absolutely,
You're
man.
definitely doing it the right way, brother.
Billy, good luck with everything,
I
man.
appreciate you guys, man.
Thank you so much for coming back on.
I love you guys, man. You guys are the bomb, man. I appreciate you
we
guys.
love you too, my brother.
And I hope this podcast continues to flourish and grow. And I hope you guys can continue to bring people that are going to make an impact on people's lives, because that's what it's all about, man.
100%,
Amen, my brother.
100%. You know, we just quickly, we got a message today.
Yeah.
From you know, someone that's following us, supporting us.
You want to read it?
Yeah.
I'll read it?
Yeah, read it out.
It's pretty real, bro.
Have a listen to this, Bill.
Yeah, let's
And
go. Man.
Yeah, I think
Billy, this was like,
Hi, Billy and Joe. Hope you're both well. I'd like to start by apologising to the both of you. At first, when your podcast was released, I didn't give it the time of day and thought it's two guys from the area.
Yeah.
I'm not going to waste my time on it. Then I was sent your episode with Christian Suka, and even then, I was hesitant to listen to it, dismissing it and saying they are too lebo for me. Mind you, I'm Lebanese as well. The next day, as I was commuting to work, I found myself putting it on and listening to it, and before you know it, I found myself doing a deep dive, going back to the beginning and watching every episode, to now looking forward for the next release. It was only a few days ago at a family dinner. Your names and podcasts were brought up, and the female members were saying every male should be listening to their podcast. And I couldn't agree more. In recent times, I found myself in a dark place as I go through a difficult time, struggling to talk and express my thoughts as males do. However, through your podcast, Guess and Reason, I've found it educating me and helping me in many ways. I pray for the two of you and your families. May God continue to bless you and guide you to continue making an impact and raising awareness for men's mental health.
And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we sign off.
Amen.
good night.
That was amazing.
Bro.
Absolutely amazing, man.
Dude, we get that a lot, bro.
Wow.
That's fuel that gets added to our fire.
100%, man. Listen, I'm telling you, the greatest feeling in the world is knowing that you've impacted somebody's life.
Yeah, bro.
It's easier to take. But you know, when you give somebody something, what a feeling.
What a feeling.
It's better than any, because it's better than any
what a feeling, man.
any drug, anything, bro.
I'm telling you, what a
that
feeling.
feeling, bro. I love
I'm
it.
telling you, when you say that you put a smile on a young kid's face, or you inspire somebody to come out of some darkness, you go, oh, wow.
It's crazy, bro.
Absolutely.
Beautiful.
Well, on that note,
Guys, on that note, Bill, once again, thank you so much, bro. Like I said, what we both can take out of this is the brotherhood we formed, bro, and we're very grateful to have you in our corner, brother. And
Love you guys, man.
we're happy to be in your corner, my brother.
Appreciate it, man.
Thank you so much.
absolutely.
25th of September,
Yep.
be there
Then
at La Vista Hotel. Also, for the kids' book, www.billydib.com. Order the kids' book. Make an impact on your kid's life. Let's go.
Let's do it, baby. All the details will be in the bios and all that sort of stuff,
Absolutely.
Joseph. Yes, Dan, we got that coming. On that note, guys, I'm Billy.
I'm Joe,
We'll see you all next week. And now that's the one and only Billy Dib.
the kid Dib.
See you later, guys. Have a
See
good
ya.
one.
Bye-bye.
It's the Billy Joe podcast, where the truth gets told. Stories from the heart, yeah, the vibe is bold. Talking real life, breaking through the pain. Every single episode, a change in the game. Billy and Joe, they bring the real talk. From the struggles and the wins to the late night walks. Voices of the people putting truth on blast. No filters, no masks, just facts that last. They shine a little light when the world feels cold. Conversations raw, turning stories to gold. From mental health battles to the dream